I got. What's that? What's it called when you get lumps?
That seems like too many.
What's that called when you get lumps?
That's a weird feeling.
No, what's that called when you get lumps, babe? Josh,
No, you're talking.
tell him about my lumps.
Isaac, I'm not going to talk about your lumps.
Come on.
Because this is Opposite Thing. This is America's only Midwest drunk podcast where we talk about drunk stuff and you talk about drunk stuff.
What's wrong with your brother?
We're talking about
What's wrong with your
crazy
brother?
Midwest paranormal stuff. I'm here with my co-host, the ever two three-testicle Jason.
Yeah, just because I have the shirt on doesn't mean you can say that.
Jason, show me the third one.
The ever two one-testicle Isaac.
Can I have one?
We got no testicles, Josh.
I stole 2 testicles from Isaac.
And we have a special guest here today. I don't know how many testicles he has, but it's Ryan Quinn.
I'm here also.
Ryan, take your pants off.
Take your pants off.
Take your pants off.
Can we just do for the listeners an over-under a number of testicles on this podcast today?
4.
That's the betting line.
I'd actually hope it's close to.
Is 4 not a good
10.
number?
But there's 5 of us here, so 4 I would hopefully take the over. Today I am bringing you an episode from.
What the? That was my turn.
It's not your turn, baby, but I'm gonna bring an
You
episode
didn't read what I'm going to read.
from Illinois.
Oh! Carry on.
I'm going to bring you. Guess what? I'm going to bring you, Isaac.
A sword?
Now I'm going to bring you the Chicago O'Hare UFO sighting of 2006.
That's last year.
You're really old. It is not too.
You're really old.
So
God
I
damn,
guess
die.
I'm going to start. Have you guys ever flown at O'Hare? What do you think about that?
Duh, every time I fly,
I hate Chicago Airport, except for the Chili's.
I was going to say the only times I've ever gone out of there have been like red-eye flights, so great experience, in, out, like nothing.
The only time there's decent workers there is when the rest of the TSA is on strike.
Tyler and I never spent no money at no bar at O'Hare. Tyler, have
We got really drunk off of vodka. I can't remember.
How much did we spend?
We spent it was close to $300. I was like, oh, I got the first round. Yeah, that was a bad idea. So have you guys heard about this before?
No.
November 7th, 2006. Should I give a background of Chicago?
No,
What
that's
is that about?
It's a terrible
4:15
place
PM.
full of a bunch of fibs.
And it smells really good.
That was when Shrek 3 came out.
Tyler, it smells good.
Shrek the Third.
Ryan says Shrek the Third came out then, and Isaac says it smells really good. So on November 6th, 2006, the Bears probably sucked. But at 6:15 p.m., the federal authorities at Chicago O'Hare International Airport received a report indicating a group of 12 airport employees were witnessing a metallic, saucer-shaped craft hovering over gate C-17.
Whoa.
Have you guys ever
Ugh.
flew out of Terminal C?
Yeah.
I do that all the time when I come back to
That's
Madison.
international terminal, buddy.
Yes.
Colon
Hey, buddy.
17.
That's not going to Canada either. That's going to Europe.
So this object was first spotted by
touch me.
a ramp employee. So just some random that works at fucking O'Hare. But this ramp employee was pushing back. Of course, he was pushing back an airline's flight. It was departing for Charlotte, North Carolina. But this airline employee saw the object above the aircraft.
I just got to say, if we're going to talk airports, the Charlotte airport is an absolute shithole, though.
Worse
Charlotte,
than O'Hare.
Charlesburg.
One of the worst in the nation.
So this airport, not only was it reported by the ramp employee, there was pilots, there was airline management and mechanics that also reported this object. But the crazy thing is, no air traffic controllers saw this object, and it did not show up on radar.
Radar.
Yes, Isaac, radar.
What is radar?
Radar.
What is radar?
What is
Radar
radar?
measures the atmospheric pressure in 3 different continents.
That's
Really?
not true
Is that good?
at all. That's not true at all. Jason, look up what radar means. Yes.
I'll tell you what radar measures.
Well,
Oh, Josh, if you like shit.
we're waiting for
I
this.
tipped over.
Josh is cramping his pants right now. But anyway,
So radar
Wait,
is
I
like an
didn't
acronym for radio detection and ranging.
That's
So
what I
it's-
just said, Jason.
I
Wait,
mean,
I
you can use it on more than just 3 continents, though. But
Oh,
it basically
shit.
measures an object's distance, direction, and motion by sending out like waves and analyzing the echoes that return. So, like, you can kind of like tell from the Doppler effect if they're like coming from you or away from you and stuff like that.
Ty, is that not what I said?
I thought radar was that dumb bitch from Australia that ruined the Olympics.
Radar.
that's true.
That's true.
That's
That's
true.
very true.
Did Isaac do good?
No. Anyway, witness described the object as completely silent, 6 to 24 feet.
Is it deadly? Silent and deadly? What?
in diameter and dark gray in color. Several independent witnesses outside the airport also saw this object. Isaac just got a money shot in his face.
It just threw like a rock at my head. Why did you do that?
One person described the disc
I'm sorry.
Why do you do that?
that it was hovering over the airport, stating that it was obviously not clouds. According to this witness, the object shot through the clouds at high velocity,
What did it
leaving
shoot?
a clear blue
Miss.
hole in the
Jeez.
cloud layer.
Blue hole, you say?
The hole repeatedly,
What do you do with the hole, Ty?
I don't know what he did with the hole, but it reportedly seemed to close itself shortly after.
Oh, they always do. You can never get
At
in
least
there.
4 of the eyewitness accounts of the sightings don't agree on the shape, height, movement, time, or even the number of objects sighted.
Just like Isaac's wiener.
It's small.
According to the Chicago Tribune's John Hilkovich,
I like his name's John.
the disc was visible for
He's Russian.
approximately 5 minutes and was seen by close to a dozen United employees, ranging from pilots to supervisors, who heard the shatter on the radio, raced out to view it.
What was John's last name, Ty?
Hilkovich.
This grunchko vunchkovich.
John Hilkovich even reported it in the Chicago Tribune that they saw this object. The crazy thing is I remember way back in the day listening to Hard Drive Radio XL. Lou Brutus was asking people on the radio saying, hey, does anybody have reports of this object? Because
But he's from New York, ain't he?
I think he's from Maine.
Jason, look it up.
Yep, I
Parts
have
unknown.
this.
He's not from parts unknown.
Oh.
He's not
Oh,
he's not the Undertaker.
no.
He's
Hey!
from Maryland. He's
Uh,
from Maryland, Jason.
It says from Newark, New Jersey.
That's what
close
Isaac said.
That's close enough.
Isaac got
Basically
a
the
twitch.
same thing.
I'm
So
going to
anyway-
be really honest.
Both United
Isaac's been throwing stuff at me this entire podcast, and that last one sounded like it was really going to hurt, but it hit my headphones, and now I'm scared.
So both United Airlines and the FAA initially denied the report that they had information on this O'Hare UFO sighting until John
Hummel.
Hilkovich published their file, and
John
then he
Hummel.
filed a FOIA request. The FAA then ordered an internal review of air traffic communications tapes to comply with the FOIA request, which subsequently uncovered a call by a United supervisor to an FAA manager that, hey, there's a UFO sighting. We see something down here on the ground.
Womp, womp, womp.
The FAA theorized that the sighting was due to a weather phenomenon,
A blood.
and therefore an investigation would not be held. According to astronomer Mark Hammergren,
He's a,
Why do we have astronomy?
because he's a zoologist. He's not actually a professional.
he studies the skies, baby. Weather conditions on the day of the sighting were right for a whole plunge cloud. So, either way, UFO investigators have argued that the FAA's refusal to look into the incident initially contradicts the agency's mandate to investigate possible security breaches at American airports. An object witnessed by numerous airport employees and officially reported by at least one of them hovered in plain sight over one of the busiest airports in the world, and they choose to just ignore it.
They have to.
Some witnesses...
This happened in England too, Ty.
I'm talking about Chicago, baby.
We never been there before.
I've been there. You've been there a lot. Some witnesses interviewed by the Chicago Tribune were apparently upset that the federal officials declined to further investigate the matter. Not only did this get in the Chicago Tribune, NPR, CNN, CBS, MSNBC, Fox News, and the History Channel even covered this.
Well, what about the Huffington Post?
I don't see that. It was also detailed in the series of Ancient Aliens.
I never watched it.
Season 19, episode 9, Aliens in Our Airspace. So, I think this will be a short episode. An alien seen over a airport. I guess,
This happens already.
Jason, what do you think? Do you think it was just an alien?
So you may have apparently had a bunch of witnesses, but you had only like one guy actually report it. And then his supervisor was just like, well, I guess some like gate guy was
So
like,
there's 12 people on the ground that saw it.
But only one formal report.
One
to the
formal.
FAA.
That's correct.
One person formally reported it to the FAA.
That's correct.
So the rest of the guys did not believe in what they saw enough to make an actual investigation, especially after the other guy had put it forward.
Would they be in a position to report that?
It sounded like the gate employee was, and then
They just want to go on. The rest of them want to just go on vacation.
Have you seen the people that work at the O'Hare Airport?
Exactly. So that's kind of like where I'm going for, where I feel like this is just either
This ain't my job,
slight little thing
boss.
of I don't even know if it'd be like a mass hysteria or just like one dude was just like, oh yeah, I saw this one thing. And then everybody else just like, yeah, sure, I saw it too. I don't know. It didn't show up on any of the FAA radar blips or anything along those lines.
So it is different than some of the other topics we've covered.
Yep.
So like the Belleville UFO, it did blip.
Exactly. There have been other ones and a future story that I'll have where albeit it wasn't on the actual radar airport, but even on the NOAA, what they use for the weather and stuff like that. Some radar blips show up on there too for UFOs. But on this one, it showed up on nothing. You have maybe a dozen
I don't
witnesses
see a UFO
versus
balls.
the most busiest airport in the U.S. So I don't know. Sounds like some dude just bored at work.
Yeah, the Key and Peele skit. I saw the Pegasus.
Exactly.
I don't got a horse, Jason.
I like the Key and Peele skit where they infiltrate the a cappella group. We can't talk about this here, though, because we'll get canceled. Isaac, what do you think of this?
Isaac's turn.
Yes.
Isaac thinks that airports always have UFOs that come and they don't tell us. And then they shut them down for overtime. And Isaac says, yeah, go ahead, Jason.
So Isaac says that airports always have UFOs and they shut them down over time. Josh, what do you think about this one?
I think this is a pretty simple case of the U.S. military testing anomalous crap over an urban area. It's pretty common that you see weird reports of strange aircraft in
York,
New York, yes.
Pennsylvania.
I don't think Pennsylvania.
York, Pennsylvania.
But you see this quite a bit. I don't know if this is high strangeness. This might just be low strangeness.
It's really early,
So you
Todd.
don't think it's a UFO, you think it's military testing.
Yes.
In 2006.
Yes.
Wait, so
All right, Josh.
how much do we know other than it was saucer shaped? It didn't have anything blip up on radar, and it left a blue hue when it zipped away through the clouds.
It zipped away through the clouds, and the clouds.
All right.
I
All
didn't
right.
think it was even a blue hue. It was just
All
that
right.
there was a blue sky.
I want to ask one question.
No.
How much money before we came and started talking about this did you spend in pull tabs today?
$200. That's it.
And now we're supposed to listen to what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, ask Jason. He only put $100 in. He's smarter than we are.
We all put the same amount in.
Yeah, we all split it, guys.
So, Ryan, what do you think it is?
That seems like the era of drones, we were used to flying around as a toy, existed, but not en masse at the consumer use level.
At 2006?
Yeah, all it is a few rotors on a thing. But it could have just been something like that, and then people just didn't know what was going on. They use drones like that to survey the walls near the river and the lake in Chicago to make sure there's no cracks on the walls.
Looking for rats.
They could probably use the same drones to survey an airport.
I got walls.
Above. It could have been something like that. It probably wouldn't pop up on radar because it's so small.
And also, the workers of O'Hare are
The best workers of all time. If
It's
you'd
super
like
hot.
to apply
Super
to
hot.
TSA at O'Hare, go to 1-800.com.
Oh, that's not a real website.
Oh, man.
It
got
probably
about
is.
that?
That's a problem.
It was probably there stealing luggage is what they were doing.
The aliens were stealing luggage.
Yes.
Last time I was out here, that guy was like, that bag won't fit. It's the same bag I brought everywhere.
But
Baby.
it won't
You
fit.
gotta say baby.
That bag won't fit.
Last time I was at O'Hare, they told me, you ain't going to get on your flight because you're not booked. And then I handed them my ticket, and they're like, oh, you are booked on this flight. I'm
But
like,
you
yeah.
ugly.
So-
And then they're like, well, now we have to find you a seat because you have a ticket. And I'm like, yes, that's how it works. Get me a seat. I bought a seat. I bought a ticket.
Josh, I'm really sorry. I don't care about your flight. I'm going to talk about how I think. I think it's actually one of the most, recent stories of like.
What is that picture of?
National. That's a picture of listed UFO sightings.
I like.
They can't see this because this is a podcast.
Okay.
But I think it's one of those things where like it was a nationally reported sighting. I feel like there are national reported sightings lately that we just kind of like breeze over. It's like, oh, it's probably this. It's probably that.
Tyler, Isaac's reported sightings.
Isaac's reported sightings. I actually saw something a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that'll be different.
I'm not going to talk about that. I was on the phone with Isaac when I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
But yeah, I'm kind of like, it might have been something weird. These people see airplanes come in every day. They're not going to just report something that they see every day, right? It had to be something strange for them to report it. Those people aren't going to want to have to do paperwork.
Paperwork sucks, Jason.
That's why you just tell your boss and he has to do the paperwork.
Right.
Hey, boss.
They're not going to do paperwork for no reason. So there probably was something crazy. I don't know, but you know what I do know? We're drinking beer. We're drinking Pecatonica beer. Isaac's eating Warhead jelly beans because it's Easter season. We got an on-air sign. Ryan's here. He's drinking some bourbon mixed with pickle beer, I think.
Yes.
This is, what you